All right, this about Diddy and Cassie and the $30 million lawsuit. I got to weigh in on this, man. It's about Diddy and Cassie, man. Y'all put in the comments if y'all think that, Cassie wrong, right, Puffy wrong, right. Puffy settled. All right, settle in 24 hours. All right, give me your opinion on it in the comment. All right, y'all talk to each other. Don't just wait on me to respond. Let's keep it popping. All right. All right, you know what it is. Unique Mecca Audio, man. This was about Diddy and Cassie, man. I got to weigh in on this. What y'all think? Y'all put in the comments. Cassie got with Diddy when she was 19. A 19-year-old girl getting in a relationship with, a multi-millionaire flying all over the place. So, you young ladies watching this, give me your opinion and weigh in on this. You meet a dude, you 19 years old. You remember when you was 19, your boyfriend, barely had a bus pass, but you was dealing with him. Now, here you meet a man that got a yacht and a jet, and he's flying you all over the place, spending money on you, going on shopping spree. He's even wearing, flip-flops in Paris, where they allowed, you know what I mean? Because nobody know you out there. You're supposed to be safe and blah, blah, blah. But now, I still don't like flip-flops in public. Let me just say that, Now, they dealing with a relationship where this man is courting her, giving her everything she wants. She was with him for over a decade. So y'all weigh in on this. Over a decade she was with this man. Showered her with diamonds and pearls and rubies and, transported her all over the world. And, over a decade, And then now she gets married. The person she's married to, his bag, I assume, is not as big as, Diddy. They might have hit a little financial struggle, so he get in her back and he tell her, yo, you need to go eat Puffy back out because then we can put some food on the table. I want y'all to understand how crucial this world is, whether you're dealing in the criminal world or the business world or the legal world, They having financial trouble. I'm just assuming, so disclaimer. I'm just trying to figure this out. Maybe we can figure this out together here. So y'all put in the comments. She go marry a European. That means, to my people that already know. And, little financial troubles hit and, Diddy out there in the media, he doing his thing. He get caught up where his name is brought up in one of the biggest, homicides for, hip hop history. And, he got that to worry about. You already see they going at the ex-president trying to bring him down. And you see what they did to Harvey Weinstein. You see what they did to R. Kelly. You know what I mean? And, they tried to bring Diddy in that whole sexual bull crap. You know what I mean? And, I guess that didn't work. Or the wheels of, the rat justice, you know what I mean? Where people tell anything and people run with it, So that didn't work out. So now here come Cassie, with her husband telling the man, go at it, man. We could get a couple of million. He wouldn't want nothing else out there. No man could bear that much burden on his shoulders dealing with the Keefe D situation. And then now, if you add this on his back, he's going to do whatever he can to get it off his back. So that's why in 24 hours he settled the case. In 24 hours he settled the case. That don't mean that he was guilty. That just means that he got bigger fish to fry because this is just about money when they try to incarcerate this man for the rest of his life and tear him down and take down everything he got. And that's what I don't like that I came home to after 26 years. This is my opinion. This is my thoughts. I don't like the fact that, everybody's going at, Puffy. This brother made it. This brother made it. And I'm going to say it again. We didn't care if OJ was guilty of sin or not. We just wanted one of ours to beat the system after seeing the Rodney King. Now, after all we've seen, you know, from even Freddie Gray in Baltimore all the way up, you know, to the little young man getting killed in the South by the police because of he was sleeping with one of the ex-police on the special forces girlfriend or something like that, and he winds up whooping him to death. You know what I mean? The police. We watched this. After us seeing this, how in earth could we justify trying to take down one of our own? You know? Now, look at Cassie. Do Cassie look like she's being tortured or forced to be in this picture or to be with this man? This is at a party. I see the bad boy logo in the background. So that means this was at like some type of event or red carpet. So right there, at any time, she could have just walked away and never came back and filed a lawsuit. Why didn't that happen? Ask yourself that. Why now did that come? I assume it came now because, you know, Diddy got all this on his back with the Keefe D thing, so they throw another burden on it. So it's like a dude got a monkey on his back, you know, like a dope fiend got a monkey on his back, and then now he starts shooting cocaine with it. So now he's speedballing. You know what I mean? So when that heroin hit, that monkey get heavy, and drop his shoulders. You know, then that cocaine kick in and then boom, picks his shoulders up. You know, and he's in a up and down. You know, so he normally try and get off, you know, the cocaine and just deal with the heroin because the body needs the heroin, you know. So that's the same thing going on with Diddy and Cassie right now. Right now, Keefe D is the heroin on his back, and Cassie became the cocaine for the speedball. So, you know, while he had his shoulders down and he was humped over in this position and he was praying, while all this was going on, here come Cassie, you know, the cocaine, and jumped into his, you know, into his media vein system. And now all of a sudden his shoulders go up. Oh man, I gotta deal with another one. But at least it took his mind off of Keefe D for a day. You know. So Cassie, round of applause for taking Diddy's mind off of Keefe D. All right, round of applause, round of applause. Relax, y'all, relax. Please, please, please let me finish. You know, so, you know, she took his mind off it for, you know, 24 hours. When your bag is that big, that's how it is. Like I was talking to a female, the video I did yesterday, make sure y'all go check that video out, you know, with Shorty. It was powerful because I met her while I was in prison when I was going through a dark time on the internet service. They had a router here, and then the prison computer, you send your email here to the router, and the router forwards it to the federal female prison, and they put up names and numbers and all that you contact females with if you want pen pals. So you can get female pen pals in another prison. So better than getting somebody with equal mind. So while this is, you know, going on with the back and forth with us, that's how we communicated. For that period of time that I was dealing with that when I met that young lady, Key Baby, that's her name. When I met Key Baby, I dealt with her for about a year and a half with that computer. And that year and a half, it felt like it knocked out a decade of my prison time to be able to focus and have somebody that had the time to really email me and was going through the struggles that I was going through, you know? But that knocked a year and a half off, you know? While I was doing this life sentence fighting, sending motions in, trying to get off the life sentence. It's the same thing that Diddy's dealing with right now while he's going through it with the Keefe D situation, the Tupac, you know, situation. And here comes Cassie to relieve him. But that was only 24 hours. To us, he settled that quick. No, in his world, when your bag is that big and you have so much going on, that 24 hours felt like at least 24 days. He had like a little 3-week, you know, rest, you know, from the Keefe D joint. So, you know, he need to give Cassie a round of applause, like I said. You know, give a round of applause. Thank you, Cassie, for that. Relax, relax. Thank you, Cassie, for that. But let me get into the heart of this. Yo, listen, when did it become okay for a female to come decades later and accuse a man of rape, and he's automatically guilty where he got to give up an undisclosed amount from 30 million down, somewhere in between there. It don't matter if he gave her $1, you know what I mean, or 29 million, you know. But that's what this is about. It's about the bag. There's different ways to get the bag. So Cassie's man put the battery in her back and showed her how to get the bag. Now they got the bag and they're gonna lay a couple of million out on the bed and make crazy love, you know what I mean? And call it Diddy love, you know what I mean? So Cassie, enjoy your Diddy love. She got a little $30 million just for threatening she's gonna write a book. Where do they do that in a democratic society? You see, this all started. Let me ride. Let me ride. This all started from they got into the movement where the Me Too movement. Don't have nothing against it, but just letting you know where it began. This came in from back with Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky. That's where I saw the transformation along the course of this country going when these politicians that we was putting in office, their sexual agenda, their sexual preferences was different than ours. But we didn't vote for the Senate and the House, you know? We didn't vote for none of that. We just vote for the presidents. When Obama was running, that was the first time a lot of, our people decided to vote. Now, being that we didn't vote, we didn't have a voice. So the people with different sexual preferences, they voted, they had a voice, and they created these laws to set up the men that made it. Look how they brought down Harvey Weinstein. He guilty of sin, he's in prison. I'm just bringing it up to show you how, females know. Listen, this Hollywood, we've been hearing this even before social media. You know what I mean? Before social media even came out, my old timers, we've been hearing that about the Hollywood couch when the female want a job. And, even some male, want a job. They got to, perform on the couch. We've been hearing about that. And the females willingly went there and got on the couch. And then now they come back and they got laws saying that being that they had to get on the couch to do what they had to do when they had a choice to not get on the couch, but their choice was to get on the couch. They choose to get on the couch. And now they could come back and say, oh, I was forced to get on the couch. Yeah, they say forced because they feel they needed the bag. They had nowhere to eat. They was up and coming actors. They didn't have a piat to piss in and, no window to throw it out. So while this is going on, they did what they had to do. And then now they could come back and put a man in prison that put them on with their acting career. Yeah, they got on the couch. Not saying it was right. I just want y'all to just really understand this from all points of view. Cassie, you traveled the world. You did everything with Diddy. You look so happy with Diddy. Y'all make a beautiful couple, For whatever reason, you didn't want to continue with the relationship. You broke his little heart muscle and, you showed that Puffy was, and I got to say it, but he's didn't all the way. But with this situation and with the J-Lo situation, Puffy, I think you're one of those but I love a dog dudes. These females mean no good. You got the bag. When they come at you. They coming at you because you got the bag. If you didn't have the bag and you was just little Sean from Mount Vernon, they wouldn't even look at you. So when they come at you, I'm giving you some advice, Diddy. When they come at you, you got to know that I'm a dollar sign. That's like you stranded on an island and you look over at, at your wife and she all of a sudden look like a sexy hot dog. And all you can think about is just eating her up because you starving. That's what's happening here. The women are looking at you as food. You know what I mean? She has a relationship with you, ran with you for over decades. And after running with you for over decades, now she come back and her bag is a little low. She left you for somebody else. Figured if she go to the other side, that the grass would be greener. It's not greener, so they reaching out for your green, and they got it. So Puffy, be more mindful of who you are and your status, and know that none of these women is gonna love you for you. I even heard that you're giving one of them allowance. It's good. You got the bag, that's nothing. You give them the allowance. You know what I mean? But that set the trend for regular guys. Like me. Set the guy set for regular guys to say, well, Diddy's girl, give him allowance, give her allowance. Bitch, get a job. You know what I mean? To get your own allowance. That's what we do in the regular world. But being that Diddy set the trend, then when you get in the bag like that, you can give him 50, 60, whatever, the amount, a month and still take him on shopping sprees. And they don't have to spend a dime out of what you give them. They can just stack that until they get with the next dude. Then when the bag run out, then they're going to come back and pull a Cassie and say that they want to do a tell-all book. So this is how the game is played, Diddy. I know you know it, but obviously the people around you is not telling you what time it is. You know what I mean? Not telling you time because you already know. Not refreshing your memory on what time it is. You can't trust these women, man. Like Snoop Dogg said, bitches ain't nothing but hoes and tricks when you got the bag. Whether it's a legal bag from being a music mogul or from being a drug dealer or from being a credit card scammer or to just run scams or whatever you're doing illegal to get the bag. The females see you wearing the jewels, you looking good, they come at you, and then now they have a law that they could go in and they could file, decades old lawsuits. Look what they did to Bill Cosby. Look what they did to R. Kelly. Not saying none of them is innocent, because I'm not defending no man, because you don't know what no man do behind closed doors. I don't know what did he do behind closed door. Not saying that all of that didn't happen or none of that happened. But the bottom line is, Cassie, you look extremely happy and, you're adult and you willingly, consented to be in this relationship. And then you say that he paid to have you have sex with other men. And, watch. Listen, Cassie. You was blessed to be able to have him do that if he did that. Not saying he did that, but let me break that down how you was blessed. How many women watching this? You know what I mean? How many dudes watching this don't want their girl to go out and get with nobody? How many women watching this that want to go out and get with somebody else because their man is not either satisfied or they just choose to or they just want to feel beautiful to have another man run up in them? How many women is going through that? And then here you go, Cassie, you find a man that say, okay, you pick who you want. I just want to watch somebody else satisfy you. I've done that when I was younger. I'm going to keep it 100. When I was younger and I was in the street, we go out with the homies. I might get a girl and she give me some bomb head. And I'm like, yo, your head is too good. Yo, you got to give my man Johnny some head. Let me know if Johnny feel, the same way I do about the head. Because, you spectacular. But that's because there's no feelings or emotions attached to the female or the head. That's how you have to be when you on the street, when you hustling. That's why I say stay off the street, because you have to detach yourself from physical and emotional, I can't find the word, but y'all know what I mean. You got to detach yourself. You got to be heartless. Your heart got to be black like my t-shirt. Listen, if I'm with my girl go out and she go have sex with another dude. You know what I mean? Nobody wants that to happen. You know what I mean? But if she do, just know that, the joint gonna snap back. Keep it moving. If you love her, you keep it moving. If you don't, you keep it moving away from her. It's one or the other. But look at what Cassie did. 19 years old, get with a dude, got all this money, that put that beautiful smile on her face, and then, allowed her to have sex with other men of her choice that he allegedly paid for. That this even allegedly happened, but I'm just keeping it 100. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. She said she went through decades of violence and sex trafficking. Cassie, why was there never a police report? Why there was never a word spoken about none of this for decades? And now you need the bag, so you say, let me put a book together and that'll be my extortion plan. So she put a book together and she said, Diddy, I'm going to post this book. You know what I mean? I'm going to print and publish this book. So either you know what I mean, give me this 30 million because I'm dead broke. You know what I mean? Or I'm going to put the book out. I think, right, let me just say this. I think, let me ride. Let me ride. I think if Cassie would have just went to Diddy and said straight up, "Yo, Diddy, I'm a little messed up, man. I need 30 million." You know, Diddy would have said, "All right, come away with me for the weekend, and I give you the 30 million." You know, come on, 30 million. Come on. We don't have to make this messy. You could see she got this one time 30 million when she could have just went to him and said, "Yo, Diddy, me and my man doing bad, man. You know what I mean? I need 30 million." And like I say, he would have made his proposition. Let's go out on my yacht for a weekend and take out for a yacht for the weekend and toss her every which way but loose. You know what I mean? Ran up in every hole in it and sent her back to her man. It would have snapped back. She would have washed up and she would have been back to normal. They would have spent the 30 million. When they go back in another financial rut after the 30 million, she could go back to Diddy and say, "Diddy, I spent that. I had a wonderful weekend. You're the best lover I ever had. But I need another 30 million." You know what I mean? And, if the sex is good as that, being that it looked like you broke his little muscle at one point, I think he would have gave it to you. There was other ways to go about that, Cassie. So I'm not just speaking to Cassie. I'm speaking to the other ladies looking. Confront the man and just tell him what you want. But then you have to give him what he wants. Instead of making it messy, putting it out there that, you was being smutted out. Cassie, you was being smutted out. No disrespect. From what you said in your lawsuit, you was being smutted out. There's so many women that get smutted out and can't turn around and say, "I want 30 million for the smut." There's so many women that's being smutted out that's not getting nothing from it but wet. You know what I mean? Come on, Cassie. You're 19 and you came up. You got paid to get smutted out. Cassie, you got paid to get smutted out millions and traveled the world and ran with one of the biggest names in hip hop history. Come on, Cassie, what are you really mad at? Or how broke are you right now? How much are you? You know what somebody should do? If y'all know how to do that, y'all go check what Cassie's worth and, what her financial status has been for the last 6 months that Puffy allegedly said that she been shaking him down for this 30 million. When all she had to do was say, "Yo, let's go away for a weekend, give me this 30 million. That's it. He would have did that. And then you could have came back and got another 30 million, another 30 million, another 30 million. But now all you got was 130 million and you didn't even get wet. You know what I mean? You just got angry because people made all types of, negative comments about you allowed him to do that and you stayed with him? We can't forget that, Cassie. All of this was your choice, young lady. So I don't want y'all to think that I'm defending nobody because, these rat bastards and flip-flop wearing and public trolls, they look for anything. I'm just giving y'all the street perspective from a hood point of view how this thing go. Yo, listen, how many ladies watching this? How many men watching this that know a female that would say no to get in a relationship with Puffy for over a decade and get everything that Cassie got? Everything that Cassie got. Diamonds, pearls, and traveled the world. Private jets and, custom built yachts and, come on, man. How many girls would turn that down? But when you start getting that type of money, because this happens every day in the hood. Every day in the hood. What Puffy did, what, allegedly did, what Cassie allegedly accusing him of, this is what happened every day in the hood. But, dudes don't have that bank account where you could say, "Give me a 30 million, give me a million." But when y'all athletes and entertainers, that's why I don't feel sorry for the athletes and entertainers but maybe I should because they obviously don't know because the bag just got thrown on them and they wasn't on the street. But that's why they need somebody from the street next to them to really let them know what's going on. And not somebody from the street that's going to be a yes man or yes woman or none of that. At least somebody's going to tell them, "Yo, Diddy, you getting real carried away with this piece of ass, my nigga. You get any girl you want. Why is you sitting here, got her with us when we going here, got her with us when we going there? You know what I mean? Why you got to seeing this? Why you got to seeing that? Man, hit that ass and keep it moving. Call her when your joint get rock hard again and you want to run up in her. But you don't need to be with her when your joint not rock hard, my nigga, because you don't think straight. Fair exchange ain't no robbery. She want the bag, and you want the box. Give it a bag, get the box, get an understanding. Don't feel like you got to date her and take her to Paris and France and all this. Because 19 years old, she didn't even know what she was experiencing. She just felt like she was in a fairy tale and she loved it. At any time, as the relationship allegedly got more serious or more violent, or more sexual, than she wanted, she could have pulled back and pulled out and took what she already got and been happy. But it's like, let's make a deal, let's make a deal. They tell you, okay, you got $500. You want to keep that 500, you want what's in that big old box. That could even be a car or it could be a donkey or a donkey crap. Let's make a deal. So Cassie, you could have made a deal. You know what I mean? Your deal was, you're comfortable with what you have so far. This man is going overboard, asking me to lay down and have sex with another man. What would make a woman want to allegedly lay down with another man while her man is watching and her continue to call him her man, go out with him again, and then take this beautiful picture on the screen? Come on, y'all. Ladies, you can't go out there and choke on the nuts, take it all every which way but loose, dude created holes in you and everything. You can't do that, ladies, and then turn around and say, oh, he used me, he abused me. No, you allowed him to use you because you're of age and you consented to laying down allegedly with another man for money, or allowing a man to put his hands on you and you're a civilian, not reported to the police. No report of anything. Only reason that I see, it's my opinion, that Puffy Setttle'S is he got that heavy monkey of Keefe D and that rat bastard Reggie White and what's the other cat name, Mob James on his back, and Keefe D, that whole situation. So he just need to get the cocaine off his back. Don't she look like pretty cocaine? You know what I mean? Don't she look like pretty cocaine? That's what she look like. I say pretty cocaine because you make so much money off of it, man, you got to love it. You know what I mean? But then what comes with it ain't worth it. That's why I tell the youth, don't get involved. Because it ain't worth it. That's why I'm telling Puffy, stop getting involved with these cocaine bad bitches, man. Stop getting involved with these cocaine bad bitches, my nigga. You know what I mean? And there ain't enough prenup in the world because 9 times out of 10, you got to put a expiration date on it, and then they come back for a renegotiation of the extortion for you to get the back. Diddy, you got all the money in the world. If I had the money like you and I don't have my childhood sweetheart with me, any female that I meet after that, you understand, is going to be just for me to get my rocks off. That's it, Mr. Diddy. Dude, you could buy it. You could have got all the money you spend on Cassie, you could have got 100 girls to do everything she did. And they probably would have kept their mouth shut. Because as they needed something, you'd have gave them something here, gave them something here, and kept it moving. Come on, man. Well, Diddy settles the lawsuit filed by Cassie. And all that did is, and he had to do it, but all that did was open the door where every other scut bucket, you know what I mean, that he got with that was after the bag is going to make they move now that they know that Keefe D and Tupac situation, monkeys on his back weighing him down. So he don't need the distraction of 30 million right now while he's dealing with possibly fighting for his freedom with this Keefe D situation. Stop it. Let's stop it. You know what I mean? Stop getting with these women thinking they want you for more than the bag, Diddy. And for all you youngins watching, follow me on Instagram. It's on the screen, Unique Mecca Audio. And my Cash App is on the screen because I give nothing but jewels and game. And the game is to be sold, not told. All right, let's keep it moving. I'm about to tap out. Diddy settles the lawsuit. Didn't want to deal with the monkey on his back. So he got the monkey off his back and gave up whatever amount of million it was. You know what I mean? So let's keep it moving, man. Don't forget to cop the book of Raw in Harlem. Cop the book of Raw in Harlem. All right.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Fresh out the can of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be horn uptown, Dominican bust down. Now we on the positive, you we got a lot to give. Now you trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend an ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them, cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the rude men.